Hello, ladies and Jillbros. Welcome back to another episode on the Blue LP. Today, we are in the village, and I just love being here. You know, it's raining right now, but there's a reason that I'm letting it rain and be dark for this intro. But yeah, the goals for this episode is we are going to do the things that I said I was going to do last time we were building in the village. We are going to make a boat that's going to carry cargo, and we're going to make a lighthouse and then some more decorations and stuff, and probably improve the water. But the reason that we're doing this intro in the dark and in the rain is because I want to show off some new stuff. You see, I haven't been here since the update, so that means there's some new things I can add in. As you can see, it looks a little bit more atmospheric with the grass, the green leaves and stuff. Obviously, by the way, I don't want the rain. I kind of just wanted the darkness, but we're getting rain too. And that does bring up a question that I have. Do we get fireflies? How do fireflies work? Flies, I can't talk. Is that a firefly? I think it is. Okay, so they still spawn in. Is this fun? I don't know. They still show up if it's dark, if it's raining. Also, by the way, I put in these bushes. You really can't tell that they're any different from the normal grass, but they're just slightly darker, and I added them in a few spots. And like I said for this area, very detailed, and look at that. You know, the small things, they make a difference. Down here, I kind of started messing with the leaves. I'm not too sure how I feel about them quite yet. I know there's mixed opinions on it with the community and stuff, that they're just a bit much. I'm gonna see how I feel about them. I'm gonna mess with like how they can be placed and stuff. I did learn today that whoa, was that a firefly buzzing? That was cool. But I did learn that when you place it, it always goes to that corner right there. But it's based on which way you're facing. See? Face this way. Boom. So you can kind of decide how exactly you want it to look, which I kind of like. Oh, I love those atmospheric noises. That's so cool. It's genuinely my first time messing with the fireflies. I like that. Oh, that leaf setup might not be bad. Like, I'm not trying to put tons of leaves. This tree isn't dying. There's just some leaves here and there, you know, from I don't know, winter time, whenever all the leaves fell. No one picked them up yet. They haven't got blown away yet. They're kind of just sitting there. But yeah, that's gonna do. And now it's time to make a boat. Now that I'm done showing off these little things over there, no more little things this time for the big things. The things are gonna make a huge difference. Oh baby, let's head over here to the darkness real quick. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm gonna fix up some more of that water area over there, probably, and that and that and that. But it's time to make a boat. Oh, it's gonna look awesome. I'm excited. It's gonna add some more layers to this area, which is, I don't know. It looks amazing. I think this whole area looks pretty freaking good, to be honest. And the more we add, the better it gets. I'm excited for this area in the future. It's gonna be great. But it's time to start building the boats. And for the boat, we're gonna need a few things. It's not gonna be a horribly big boat, but we're gonna need terracotta and something that I've never really gathered. Mushrooms. Specifically, mushroom stems. Because they have a really, really nice look to them. Look at that, look at that. This is something that I should probably be getting more of, or probably should have gotten already. But I don't really have a farm. Oh, hello. Sir? Who are you? Sir, stop it. I gotta try it. Yay! but I need a lot more of it, and unfortunately, I don't have a silk touch axe. And I was just gonna enchant a new axe and try to get silk touch on it, but this happened. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that really sucked. That happened on stream. I forgot to put on my elytra. I was trying to get more XP, took off my elytra so it doesn't mend the elytra, and forgot to put the elytra back on. So yeah, that was a bummer. But, you know, we're just gonna deal. I'm gonna use my silk touch pickaxe, and we'll make a deal. So yeah, I'm gonna get to that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. raining, unfortunately, but that's just what you get for living on the river, you know. That's just what you get, you know. It's just a rainy area. But whatever. all lore or whatever, or trying to make it seem like a realistic place aside, we have 58 mushroom stems, and that is exactly what I am wanting. And I got a whole bunch of the normal brown mushroom blocks, but I'm not really gonna use them, probably. Not today, at least. Oh, give me my bow back. Come on now. But I am gonna start making this boat. I'm pretty excited about it. And I'll see you guys later, whenever it's done. I have failed. I wasn't sure if I was going to show this, but yeah. I'm not good at building boats, apparently. I'm not good at it. I had an idea in my head, and it hasn't worked out. If you can't tell, it doesn't look like a boat, and I really wasn't sure what to do. It just doesn't... There's cargo in the back, right there, as you can see, and then you got the front. That's supposed to be like the cabin area. It was smaller, but it still didn't look good. I think it's the blocks. I think the blocks suck. And yes, right there, I was using my brand new camera mod that I found, which is super sick. It's amazing. I might post a video about it, maybe like a tutorial or something, or just showing it off, because I feel like people need to know about it. It's awesome on Bedrock. But yeah, back to the boat. Yeah, it hasn't gone well. There's a few things I think I might try to change. I was seriously not considering showing this. I was going to tear the whole thing down and start over and not say anything about it. But first of all, hold on. These drones are really annoying. Get out of here. Okay. First of all, I feel like the terracotta at the bottom, that's something that I thought was a good idea, but I don't think it is. I think we need something a bit more rigidy. I think the terracotta is just a little too clean, is what I've learned. And I think we just need more wood. More wood. Okay? I thought the terracotta was a great idea. It wasn't. I think up here, maybe a little bit of wood. And then maybe we do away with this. But, yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's so difficult. These kinds of builds. I never really made a boat before, like I've said already 1,000 times. There's definitely ways to change this to make it better, and I'm going to try to work on that. But I just want to show you guys that sometimes, a lot of times, things don't go to plan, unfortunately. Just like this boat. It's been very unfortunate. I might do away with the mushroom blocks, which is a little sad, because I've gotten so much. So many mushroom blocks. Like, there's a whole bunch right there. I ended up just I stopped silk touching this stuff, because I just was getting so much. I just wanted the white. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to you guys, and hopefully I found a good way to make this boat. After a lot of struggle, I have finally figured out what I want the boat to look like. I will admit, I took a little bit of inspiration. And here she is. Isn't she a beauty? Oh baby, look at that. Yeah, it looks a lot better. As you can see, I moved it a bit further away from the dock. Just because I'm not very... I've said it like a million times now, I'm not very good at making boats. So making it more out in the water has helped a ton. And I just really like it. Now when I was talking about inspiration, I needed it because I'm just not... The last time I built a boat was when I was like 12, and it was like your basic oak and wood, and it was just ugly and not good looking, and it wasn't a cargo one, it was more like a pirate ship. And this isn't supposed to be a pirate ship, it's supposed to be a cargo boat. But for the inspiration, I but looked at a YouTuber named Gemini Tay's boat build that she did on Hermitcraft Season 10. She's on the Hermitcraft server, obviously. Really good builder, and I really didn't even like watch the video. I looked at the thumbnail where she had the boat in the thumbnail and just kind of looked at it, and I really just used it for the shaping at the bottom because I really wasn't sure how to shape it. But yeah, I really liked it, and I feel like I don't love using other people's kind of like designs almost. but I feel like it's okay if you're learning something from it, and if you can take away something from it that you can potentially use in the future. For example, something I took away from this build is how to shape things better. I mean, look at this. Okay, it's shaped way better than the other one. Way better. It just looks more natural, and I just couldn't figure that out at first for some reason. But then I realized I was doing it all wrong. You see, here is how I was doing it, okay? Goes straight out, and then it diagonals a little bit, or it does a little bit of this, you know. It just didn't look very good. I didn't think to do it the way that she did it, which is this. Instead of, you know, doing those quick diagonals, you kind of just ease on over like that. And that seems like it'd be too big, but it doesn't, because if you go right here and you mimic both sides, they eventually meet up right here, and then this is where you probably put the back. Just like that. And it just looks so much better than something like, oh, here, I'll show a full design of what I did. Something like, something like this. Just does not look nearly as good. No. Because of the shaping, like I said. I guess when I was making the first boat, I kind of thought the ends were a bit pointier, but they're really not. They're really not. Now, they can look a bit pointier. I mean, that one looks like it has a pointed end, but it really doesn't. It's kind of flat on the front part, but that's okay. Just realize it's uneven, but it's not symmetrical. Oh no, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But yeah, it looks great though. It looks fantastic. And yeah, I do believe it is okay to go look for inspiration, as long as you're not directly copying. That's not what I did. I didn't directly copy. I just needed the shaping. Oh, there's lightning. Look at that. But yeah. Now that we're done with that though. Oh wait, I did do some more stuff. I was in the groove. I made the front area just a little bit better. Look at that. We're not going to be doing any of that boring stuff today. I added some tuff to kind of give like a bit of shade, although I don't think it looks amazing because it kind of doesn't texture very well. I might change that. But I also went underwater, and I know you all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm going to try to terraform this. Get out of here, you stupid idiot. This thing's been annoying me so much lately. But I'm going to try to terraform this water to just look a lot better. I'm obviously going to cover everything with mud or dirt and turn the dirt into mud. Get rid of all the sand, all the ugly bits. Probably all the way up until like right here, maybe. I'm not going to go too far. I'm not going all the way out to the ocean. But somewhat far, because I want the ocean, the river bed to look good too. Because that is something that you notice. We've already talked about this, but it absolutely matters. You know, you'd think, most people would think, that it doesn't matter. Here, let's take a look. Let's take a look. That sand right there is distracting. There's a zombie. That's also distracting. That sand right there, distracting. That sand right there, distracting. It takes away from the build just a little bit, you know? You want your full focus to be on the boat, on the building. You know, the lighthouse that'll be right there. Not, you know, your eyes kind of get directed to the sand a little bit because it's different, and that's no good. You don't want your detailed stuff to be on the floor. On the ocean, not river. Not the ocean floor, the river floor. Gosh darn it, I'm jumbling my words. But yeah, I think this looks fantastic, and I'm probably going to do a lot of mudding the ground down there off camera. But now we're going to move on to something I'm excited about. It is the lighthouse. Oh, baby. We're going to make this riverfront look amazing. I'm so excited for it. This really wasn't even planned either. Oh, man. We are just spending so much time on this side of the village. I did not realize that would be happening. I'm having a lot of fun. I might also decorate this a little bit better, this little boardwalk. Because right now it's a little bland. Of course, I might wait until I get rid of all my shulker mess, my chest mess, all of that stuff. But yeah, I'm having a ton of fun, guys. And now, I'm feeling pretty confident to work on this lighthouse. So let's get to it. But before we do that, it is time for the Tower of the Awesome People! Today's people for episode 33 is... CLC Gaming. Thank you for the comment. You're the only one for this episode, which means there's 2 more spots open for episode 33. Thank you so much for the comment. And if you want to be in for this episode, you can comment on this video if you want to. You can say anything, as long as it's nice. It'll be right here on a sign, right here, and you will see your name in here in the next episode on the Let's Play. But that is it. Let's get back to whatever the heck I'm doing. Welcome back to another building montage time-lapse thing. I hope you're enjoying this video. I've enjoyed making it. We've done a lot of good builds in this video. Well, 2 to be exact. For this lighthouse, I wanted to start with a really solid, hard foundation with some darker colors like the deep slate and polished deep slate, or smooth deep slate, whatever it's called. Then I started making the actual red and white color of every typical lighthouse, and I tried to find this really good pattern, and I did. 4 red, 4 white overlapping each other, and it made this really cool diagonal. My one mistake, though, was I made this build a 2 center and not a 1 center, so I couldn't really put any windows, which kind of sucked. But I stood back for a second, I looked at the build, I decided, it's 2 cylinder, not enough detail, so I took down about half of it to restart it and try to give it some more depth, some more interest, not just some giant cylinder. So it took me a second to kind of redesign how I want it to be shaped, and I eventually kind of found a good space. It didn't mess up the pattern too much, and it just made it look more interesting, and in the long run, for whenever I make the top portion, it wasn't gonna be, you know, a big pain in the butt, and it just made everything come together way better. And here's the top portion right here. I really didn't have to do a ton of detail for it, because you're not really gonna see much of it, because it's all the way up there. Right at the moment, this is the tallest building in the village. But yeah, this turned out really well. I have finished the lighthouse, and I think my favorite view of the lighthouse is when we're starting to walk in. And look, you can already see it. Usually the chunks haven't loaded, so it takes a second, but right here, it's already popped in. Look at that. And it looks like a proper lighthouse. It's kind of hard to make that light kind of thing that lighthouses have at the top, but inside of there is that glazed terracotta surrounded by yellow glass. And it looks really good. I really like it. There was a lot of thought process going into this, but it went pretty smoothly. And I love it. It really does bring some more height and some more variety to the area. Now I do kind of think this... Hello. Oh, that wasn't nice. Don't do that. I do think that the science lab looks a little weird right next to it, but I think it's okay. It's not too weird. There's a lot of colors going on, which I kind of like. But yeah, this looks super cool. I really love it. And now I'm getting more ideas for this area. Maybe a bit of a path going right here to the boardwalk or the pier, whatever you want to call it. Or maybe, sir, can you stop? I'm trying to talk. Anyways, maybe a path right here. I don't know. I kind of want to fill this in with something, but I'm not too sure. Maybe we make a pond, and like the pond flows underneath this right here into the water, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, that's what I really love about this area. Every time I get a build in, the thoughts, they're like, oh, I could do this next, I could do that next. Oh man, oh man, oh man. And like this really awesome flow just starts happening. And then it's not just for this side of the area. Okay, obviously, I mean, let's take a look. This place is huge. This place is huge. There's so much building needs done. We've just been really focusing on this area over here. But the more I build over here, and if I just follow the trail of ideas, I kind of start thinking about the other areas, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do for this. Might be like a really big fountain or something. And as we keep on going, I'm getting more and more ideas. I'm starting to understand how much space I really have here. And just from building this little bit over here, I'm like, oh my goodness. We have so much space, guys. So much. I really like this. I did do an interior, and we do have a name for it. Ruby Lighthouse. I spelled stupid. Not... Oh my goodness. Oh, it's fixed. Ruby Lighthouse, not Lighthouse. Constructed April 23rd, because that's when I made it on stream. And it's called Ruby Lighthouse. I was going to call it Emerald Lighthouse, but then I remembered. Back in the day, very, very far back, there was a Java edition where the villagers kind of just came out, or maybe it was a snapshot, I don't know, I saw it somewhere. But there was going to be rubies instead of emeralds. And then they didn't do that, and it kind of made sense because it's, you know, a red lighthouse. You know, I thought it was clever. On the inside, though, nothing too crazy, but I have decided this is the official map room. Instead of the map being all the way up there in my little storage area, we now have it right here, and I know it's not centered. I'm not making more maps all the way over here, and that just makes half the map, you know, not the village. Unfortunately, how I centered this building is just really inconvenient. It's a 2-centered right here, so I couldn't put any windows, because they just look weird. And then it's a 2-centered in here, so, you know, with a 3-wide map, it doesn't look right, but whatever. Yeah, that's about it. And then we have these stairs all the way up, and at some point it gets a little awkward, because you start to mix in... Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Right here... Yep, okay. There's the outside, and here's the inside. Because I had to kind of do that. Hold on, put some things away. Boop. Boop. Give me that. My Tower of the Awesome People bag. Oh wait, how was this? I think this was right there, and that was right there. This is where the interior details combine with the exterior ones. So for a little bit, it gets a little weird. And then all the way up here, we just have this. I haven't decorated this at all. I don't think I'm going to be going up here at all, or ever. So yeah, it's nothing special up there, and that's about it. I'm really, really proud of this, and just the village area, the pier, whatever you want to call it, the boardwalk. It looks really, really cool. I am loving it. Look at that. And another thing that I've done, I'm not just gonna, you know, breeze past this. I've put mud down here. We're slowly making progress. This was probably about, oh man, 20 stacks of mud? It's a lot. Because I could just use the water bottle and, you know, do that to the dirt, but there's a lot of gravel, a lot of sand, so I can't really do that for everything. And there's some grass. You can't make grass in the mud. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, so I've just been kind of... Over time, this will all get done. If I have some free time, I'll go mud everything. Just like my other projects where I have, like, the grindy stuff that I kind of do on the side. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. But guys, this place, it's exciting. All of the areas in the Let's Play, I am so excited on this world just to hop on and work on something. It brings me so much joy. It's sometimes, I feel like for some people, it's hard to have a world that's, you know, a little over a year. At a certain point, it gets hard to just get excited to play on it. I am blessed that I have so much going right so far with all my projects that I'm never really getting bored. I feel like my idea of 3 projects and only 3 projects at a time is perfect. It's a perfect balance. I'm excited for each and every one. But I can't go on forever, guys. I can't go on forever because this episode is over. That's right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope I have a great rest of my week. I'm going to be going on vacation next week to Universal Studios, and that's going to be awesome. But, anyways, guys, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week again. And just be healthy, be safe, all that stuff. I love you all, and a peace out.